Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm Damon Campbell with MusicSmellLife.com here at the Loft in Lansing, Michigan with a very special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Huey Mack. Hey.
Well, Huey, it's a pleasure to meet you, man. Thank you so much for your time.
For sure, man.
I know that you're, it's my understanding that you're aware of the sheriff in Alabama named Huey Mack. Have you had any contact with him at all yet?
Huey Haas Mack. No. I just hope he doesn't sue me, even though I didn't steal his name. It just happens to be the same.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And had it not been for the music career working out the way it has, it's my understanding that you were thinking of pursuing a career in law, like attending law school?
It wasn't planned out that way, but that was kind of, that was my thought. Yeah.
Okay. And education, I imagine it hits pretty close to home for you, because isn't your mom actually a teacher?
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck you know that, but yeah, no, but she's like she teaches special education.
Okay.
Yeah, for little kids.
Yeah,
so
well,
yeah.
Good for her, man.
Yeah.
She owns like a store of some sort too?
Yeah, I don't know how you know that one either. She opened up a little boutique called Lavish, I'd say my senior year of high school. Yeah, just a little side thing.
What kind of store is it?
It's like a dress boutique. Like,
Okay.
she's real into fashion and stuff. It's
Yeah.
good. It's good.
And I get the sense from listening to your music that you and your father, though, aren't that close. Would that be a fair assessment? Or?
My father actually left when I was 3.
Damn.
And
Sorry to hear that.
Not straight. I don't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be where I am today.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
yeah, no. I haven't spoke to him since I was in court to get my name changed in 2nd grade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. It's cool that you can have that perspective on it too, because I'm sure there's people in similar situations out there watching this
Yeah.
that can kind of relate to that. Your former stepdad had some pretty good advice for you, though, for your music career, right? Didn't it incorporate like a baseball analogy or something?
Yeah, my old stepdad, he did the morning show for this radio station, WVAQ in West Virginia.
Okay.
So he was like, when I started doing this, it was like towards the end of their relationship. We weren't really close, but
Right.
he said to me, like, one time, like, he was reading through the comments, and everybody was like, wah, 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 frat rapper, blah, blah,
Yeah,
all that
just all the
bullshit
local
they say.
rappers and-
But he said, if you hit 1 out of every 3 baseballs, you're a baseball legend.
Yeah.
And it's the truth. Like,
Yeah. So if 1 out of 3 likes your music.
If 1 out of 3 people like my music, there I
Exactly.
am.
And
I don't know how the fuck you know that.
and you also had the Parody Song. He kind of played a role in that too, right? Local rappers were kind of upset at you about that.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, that was funny.
It was a parody to the
Empire State of Mind. Wow. That was my 2nd song I ever made, I believe.
Yeah. Putting on for your city. Well,
I wouldn't say that, but hey, whatever, man.
Right. Well, I know that you hold, West Virginia as a whole pretty near and dear to your heart.
Yeah.
So I got to ask, what's your take on the MTV show Buckwild? I imagine you're not too fond of it.
It's definitely made for TV,
Yeah.
I'm not from where they're from. They're from like a more southern part. I'm from the college town.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, no, that's not at all how I live. And,
Not a good depiction of it.
I get it on Twitter. Like, people go in like, yo, I saw you on Buckwild.
Oh,
Like,
really?
Nah, you didn't see me on Buckwild, man.
Right. Well, you're certainly no hillbilly, but
Yeah.
but you do like to chew from time to time, right?
Yeah,
Occasionally?
I'm a big dipper.
You long cut man or?
I do like long cut. My buddy John Kilmer over there, he's all about pouches. He's a little bitch, but
Okay.
yeah.
Well, speaking of chew, we know that your Snapchat is Chewy Sack. But
Chewy Sack.
what about the Pimping Panda? Does that ring a bell?
Oh yeah. That was my old AIM screen name, and like, I'd hope no older than 4th grade.
Right.
But yeah,
We've
that
all
was
been there.
that was my shit, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, it's good to have people to chat with. On that note, wasn't there a time when you actually saw Peter Green from Pulp Fiction and Blue Streak alone at the bar
Yeah.
in East Village?
Yeah, I was actually I had the day off. I was working with him, and I was with my boy. We were just bar hopping, and we were sitting next to this dude. I was like, that dude looks so fucking familiar. And dude was just like sitting, staring, looking all depressed. I felt really bad, and then we finally figured out who he was.
You didn't say anything to him, though?
Nah. I wanted to be like, yo,
should have dapped him up,
life's
man.
beautiful, bro.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like it would have lifted his spirits if you would have done that. Speaking of which, what's it like to get Nux from Metta World Peace?
Oh yeah, that was cool. That was sweet. I didn't even realize it at first, and I was like, "Whoa, that was Metta World Peace."
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
How did that come together?
I'm boys with Devin Ebanks. He's a Laker. He's from West Virginia, and I was going to the Laker game with him when I was out in LA a few weeks ago, and we were like in the garage, and he like walked by Devin and like said what up to him, then just looked at me and stuck his arm out, and I like looked up, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, before we wrap it up here, I noticed in your song "By Your Side," you actually say, "I know I'll probably never be in XXL, but doesn't mean that I ain't never gonna sell." Pretty self-explanatory, I suppose. But would you mind elaborating on that a bit?
I believe, I don't remember exactly. It was like, I may never be in XXL. It's saying like, I may never get love from all these hip-hop blogs because of, where I come from, what I talk about. Yeah. But that doesn't mean like I'm not going to be accepted in the hip-hop community. I can't,
Yeah.
sell, basically.
For sure. Do you still feel that way, or?
I mean, no. Not necessarily. Like, I've been getting a lot more love lately in that sense, but you never know. I still haven't gotten that love, but I love reading that magazine, so that's still a goal for me.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, you got a long way ahead of you, but you've already come so far.
Yeah.
At this point in your career, do you consider music your life?
I do right now. Like, it's really the only option I got at this point. I dropped out of school for it, so
Got all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly.
Huey Mack, thank you so much for your time, man.
For sure,
It's
homie.
great chatting with you. Best wishes with everything coming your way.
Yeah,
Anything else you
thank
want to say to the people out there watching?
Go to musicislife.com.
Musicsmylife.com.
Oh, I fucked that up. You can edit that out, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, totally.
Music is my life?
Music's my life.
Go to musicismylife.com, bitch.